What's up guys, it is Chris back with another watch video, and today we're looking at the Hodinkee MERCI LMM H01, a limited edition from the French brand MERCI and Hodinkee. Before I get into it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. So it comes in very simple packaging. It's just a cheap cardboard box, very small. Inside you get a watch and then some information on the watch itself, guarantee information, co-branded Hodinkee and MERCI. This is just a little sticker that you could put on the outside of a box if it's a gift. It says from and to. And then inside here you get a stack of cards. This stack of cards has French phrases, and then if you turn them over, it's in English. So kind of I guess a little game or a way of learning French. I don't know. Kind of interesting, very different. There's a lot of cards there, so there's a lot of cards to go through, and I will not go through them. And here is the watch. So I did a news video about this watch a little while ago. I fell in love with it. They sold out in the first batch pretty quickly. So they released it on, I think it was a Tuesday. They were sold out by Thursday, somewhere around there. I kicked myself for not buying one. I reached out to Hodinkee. They said they would restock them. So they had a second batch, and this was part of that second batch. This is actually watch number 400. I'm not sure if they sold out of them or if they will sell out of them. I believe they are currently available on the Hodinkee website. So if you are interested in this at all, definitely check them out. This is a $500 field watch. This is a pretty good looking watch in my opinion. It has a very different dial from most field watches that you see on a daily basis. This has a slate gray dial with white indices. There is no lume. The hour and minute hands are painted blue. You have a white seconds hand. It just says MERCI there and the number of the actual watch, mechanic, and then the Hodinkee H. On the back it's co-branded, and I'll show you a picture of that. Both Hodinkee and MERCI. You get a domed mineral crystal. It's sort of boxed and domed. I think that's kind of where this watch sort of is a letdown a little bit. I think they should have put a sapphire crystal on here instead of a sapphire, in lieu of a sapphire. And if they couldn't have done that because of price, they should have put an acrylic crystal. In my opinion, it would have made more sense with acrylic crystal because a mineral crystal can scratch, and I'd rather acrylic crystal on a field watch so I could just buff it out. But that's just my opinion. It's a 37.5 millimeter watch, 11 millimeter thickness. You have drilled lugs, and you get a Swiss ETA movement. It is a 2801, and there's some controversy around that movement, and I've seen on other videos and other websites. Some people are pretty upset and some people aren't. I am one of the people who aren't upset because mine actually hacks. So for some reason, and I don't know why, MERCI, I'm sure Hodinkee are aware of this, but I'm not sure if they are doing anything about it. Some of the watches hack and some of them don't. It kind of doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't make sense actually, because if I'm the person who bought one and it doesn't hack, that means I got a movement that is just a little bit less expensive than the ones that do hack. So we both paid $500, but there are people out there who have ones that don't hack. That doesn't really make sense to me. I'm glad I got one that hacks, but if I didn't get one that hacked, I would be a little bit disappointed because, you know, there are ones out there that hack. And I've seen comments in the video that I did, the news video that I did, and then of course on other websites. So kind of weird. But again, I'm happy mine does hack, so I can't say that I'm disappointed. I'm not. And at the very bottom of the dial, I think this is a little nice touch. It says MERCI Paris, Hodinkee New York. And like I said, on the back it's co-branded and you have that limited edition number. And they're saying, like it says on the back and on the box itself and on the information that it came with, it's designed in France and in New York, but made in Switzerland, because you do get that Swiss-made movement. It is made in Switzerland, so a very cool watch. I mean, there's a couple of things that I would change. I would prefer to have a acrylic crystal rather than mineral crystal if they don't want to raise the price, or charge me $125 or $150 and put a sapphire crystal. Number one. Number two, I wish that the crown was signed. Not a big deal, honestly. And then the strap itself, it's just sort of a cheapo NATO strap. I wish it was a little bit nicer. Maybe sign the buckle, maybe put a seatbelt strap on it, something a little bit different, or put a leather strap on it. I think that would have been nicer on this. I'm going to change mine into a leather strap probably because that's just, I want to do that. Like I said, this is a 37.5 millimeter watch. I'll throw it on my wrist so you guys can see. I think it's gorgeous. The dial on here is the 100% reason why I bought it. But let me show you what I have on my wrist today. I've been wearing this a ton. This is my Waltham Blancpain 50 Fathoms Bathyscaphe, whatever you want to call it. It is the private label Blancpain made Bathyscaphe. Just been loving this watch. Also a 37 millimeter watch. You can see these are very similarly proportioned. It's a little bit bigger. So, throwing the Hodinkee LMM H01 on my wrist. You can see I have a 7.5 inch wrist. They put a very short NATO strap. It actually works pretty well for my wrist. And it'll break in a little bit. It'll look really good. I think it looks fantastic. It fits really nice on my wrist. It's thin. It's 11 millimeters thick. There is no lume. So that is another little point, I guess, people could complain about. But again, that is what it is. I think this is one of the better limited editions that Hodinkee have come out with in a long time. The John Mayer limited edition they just came out with, which is 180 bucks. Right now, there's people on eBay paying around $300 or $400. Great watch. But I think that for an extra $100 you can get this watch, and if you're looking for a Hodinkee limited edition, this is way nicer. Number one, people are already selling this on eBay for around $700. There's one guy that has it for $1,999. I mean, I don't know. I feel like emailing him and saying, hey, you know these are restocked for $500 on the Hodinkee website, right? I mean, you got to be joking. That's a poacher. Those are people who are just trying to take advantage of somebody who didn't realize these would be restocked. That's almost criminal in my mind. But that's what it is, and that's what people are doing. But here it is. I think it looks great on my wrist. I think this is a really good looking watch. You can't get a really interesting field watch like this anywhere. In my opinion. And I think if you put this on a leather strap, this could be a dress watch. It works in so many different ways. It's thin. It has that 2801 Mine Hacks, which is great. Just a gorgeous watch. Really beautiful. I'm going to do a full review on it. This is definitely a keeper for me. For $500, I feel like this hits way above its weight class. It looks really good. Definitely going into my full-time collection. But tell me what you think of this watch in the comments below. I know a lot of people are on the fence about Hodinkee limited editions. Obviously, I sort of go either way on them. I've bought a few, and I've sold a few, and more than a few, actually. Almost every single Hodinkee limited edition that I've purchased, I have ended up selling. Because when I see the prices that they're actually going for, I say to myself, I don't really like it that much that I want to keep it. I'm keeping the John Mayer, I think, and I think I'm definitely going to keep this. I think I might keep the John Mayer. I'm not sure because I do like that watch and I like the 6900. But this watch is definitely one that I'm going to keep. It's Swiss made, $500. Really can't go wrong. I think long term these are going to go up in price a lot. These are limited to 1500, so they're not going to be a ton of them out there. And I think the demand for these will be much higher than what will be available eventually. But tell me what you again, please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I really want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, Thank you for logging on, and I will catch you guys in the next video.